Hi, welcome. Here in this channel, you'll find everything you need to know about investing, real estate, stocks and crypto, and how to get started investing from A to Z. So in this video today, I will be showing you the step-by-step process in real estate house flipping. If you're into that sort of content, please subscribe and hit the like button and the bell notification so you don't miss a video. Any idea about flipping a house? Do you think it's so easy and quick to accomplish? No, it's not. But house flipping is a great investment. So today, I'm going to share with you the actual process of house flipping. So without further ado, let's get started. Step number 1 is choosing your market. Obviously, there are so many things you need to consider when choosing your market, such as do you want to go local or virtual? Although there are advantages and disadvantages, I would recommend a beginner to focus on their local market. Well, some people who live in a more expensive areas like California may say, hey, the prices here in my area are too expensive, so how am I gonna flip over here? So we'll answer that later. I thought that I would have to be rich and have a huge savings to start flipping a house. But the fact is, getting the money to flip a house is the easiest step of the process. So if you want to know how to easily get the funds, be sure to watch the video until the end and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so you'll get updates about our upcoming videos. So going back to step number 1, choose your market first, whether it's local or virtual. When choosing your market, you need to consider the supply. The way that you measure supply is by taking the number of active homes and dividing it by the amount of homes sold in the last 30 days. Of course, when choosing a market, that market must be under 3 months of supply. So that once you flip the house, there's gonna be a mass of demand for your property if you're in a market where there's more than 6 months of supply, right? It's probably not where you want to be because things sit on the market for a long time. And in the flipping game, you want to sell quick and earn money and get your revenue back as soon as you can when it was put in the market. So choosing the market with a low supply is necessary. Supplies are not really a problem these days. Supplies are at an all-time low in many places, with some places having only 1 month supply, which is insane. And almost everywhere else in the country is under 3 months. That's why you can kind of pick any market in the country, while at the same time, it will be a great for house flipping, as to getting rid of them quick. Let's say you already have a market, we'll go to step number 2, which is creating your team. Your team must have 4 core members. First is the contractor, who's gonna be the person who will help you fix up the house. The second is the realtor. This is the person that will help you in selling the house. The third is the escrow, or the title officer, which is the person that handles the transaction of the sale. And the fourth one is the lender, which is the person who funds the deal. So if you're trying to get people to fill in these roles, you can post it in social media or you can ask for referrals from people in the business. I would say that I would prefer referrals, as that's the best way to find people that will greatly fit these roles. If someone from the business refers a person, it's most likely because they guarantee that the person will do a great work. Like they will surely not refer someone that they think cannot do their job. So as much as possible, you want to choose referrals instead to fill in these core members. One tip when looking for the contractor: you may see some people in Home Depot buying materials early in the morning, and most of these people are contractor. You can talk to them and introduce yourself. Like, let them know that you flip houses and you're looking for a contractor to help you. And of course, don't forget to get their contact information. When looking for a realtor, you must focus on going after somebody who's doing business, but not too much business. When flipping houses, if you're making offers on the MLS, you're going to be making a lot of lowball offers that big experienced realtors don't really have time for. But getting someone who has experience and of course is not too busy, they have the time doing the work for you. So you could just go to Zillow and figure out who are the local agents over there who are maybe doing some deals a month or a year. And once you have the realtor, you may want to ask the realtor for their escrow officer as well. A great escrow officer is someone that knows flipping houses and wholesaling. Wholesaling, by the way, is almost the same with flipping houses, but instead of buying the house yourself and fix it up, you'll just sell the house to a flipper before ever buying it. And you get to make an income without having to do a lot of dirty work. So when talking to an escrow officer, just ask them if they're okay with you assigning contracts and wholesaling. If they have no idea what it is, therefore it's not the title company that you want. Then about finding the lender, there are different kinds of lender. A hard money lender or a private lender are the most likely persons you'll hire. A hard money lender is a professional lender that charges high interest rates and offers short-term loans. But the good thing is they are ready to fund you whatever your credit or income is. So for most beginners that doesn't have a huge funds to do house flip, so a hard money lender is going to be a great resource for you. And a private lender is someone who's a friend of yours or family member who's willing to fund your entire deal or help you fund a portion of the deal. Like for example, say you get a hard money lender who wants to approve your deal, who are willing to fund 80% of it, then you might get a family member who's also willing to fund the 20%. Now you've got the hard money lender funding the majority of your deal and the gap was covered by your private lender or family member. What important here is no matter how big you end up growing, there are really times that you're going to have to ask help from other people as you grow. Now once you have your team, you'll go to step number 3, which is to understand how to assess deals. Understanding the numbers is very important in the flipping game. Most people think that it's all about the design and it's all about the area, the curb appeal, and those things of some value. But in the end, it's just the numbers that matter. If you have the wrong numbers, even you are in the best area, you're surely gonna lose money on the flip and you could be in a horrible neighborhood. But if you got a great deal, you're gonna make a lot of money. So the main key is understanding when you're flipping houses, it's not really about the house or whether or not you want to live there. It's about whether or not you're going to make money on the deal, so there are some important numbers to know, and this is called the ARV or after repair value. So this is what you think you can sell the home once it's fixed up. And it's also important to know what will be the repair cost you're going to have to spend renovating it. Understanding the repair cost and how much renovation you'll be doing on that house is going to help you in evaluating whether or not your repair costs are accurate. So with step number 4, this is when you go and find a great deal. Let me share the 3 different ways in finding a great deal. The first is on the MLS. The second is through wholesalers, and the third is direct-to-seller marketing. MLS. These are the properties that are currently on the market. Just go and get your realtor and begin making offers. Wholesalers. So I've mentioned some about these earlier and how you don't need money. Wholesalers are a great way to find deals. These wholesalers are also doing their own marketing, like finding their own deals, and they're gonna try to sell them to a flipper like you. So you may also buy deals from these wholesalers. I personally earn money from these deals, so don't ever worry about what a wholesaler is making. They had to work really hard to get that deal, and the benefit you can get here as a flipper is you have the chance to buy a flip without having to go source the deal on your own. Lastly, direct-to-seller marketing. You can go directly to sellers through different ways, such as TV commercials, cold calling, direct mail, and text message. The investment here is kind of huge, but know that you can get a good return on the money you spent because it's going to give you a lot of great deals. Now, if you're a beginner, you may want to pick one or two of these ways I mentioned. You may start flipping house by using the MLS technique as it doesn't cost any money or if you didn't have the budget to go with direct marketing. Step number 5 is to buy a home. This is when your escrow officer helps you. You already know who your hard money lender or who your private money lender is. You already have your escrow officer who's going to take care of the transaction. Step number 6. So once you bought the property, the next step is to renovate the property. This is the time your contractor will help you out. And it's important that before you ever got to this step, when you were in escrow to buy the home, your contractor should have already walked it and told you what is going to cost to renovate that property. So the best way to know and understand the numbers, such as the cost for construction, is to get your contractor on that house, walk it, and inform you how much it's going to cost you. So step number 7 is to list the home. This is where your realtor helps you and they're going to give you some tips on how much to list the property for. When you were buying the property, the realtor should have already been talking to you, informing you of their idea it can potentially sell for once the house is fixed up. And so this would be your ARV or after repair value. That's why you've created your own team so they can help you in determining the deal better. Now, once your realtor lists it, you should get an offer quickly. And so this goes up to step number 8, which is to sell the house. And once you were able to sell the house, then you are finally paid and your first flip is finally complete. So there are plenty more tips and tricks that we will cover in our channel, but we hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and we'll see you on the next one.